Hello, this is Final Film Predictions. I just want to do a little quick video on Terminator Dark Fate and some of the speculation, the rumors that are there's no confirmation on whether any of this is true. It's really all just speculation at this point. But there is the ever-growing feeling that John Connor won't be in the Terminator franchise going forward. You can see by the trailers, you can see the way the synopsis, everybody talks about the movie. John Connor is literally not an important character anymore. There's rumors now suggesting that John Connor is going to be killed off pretty early in this movie. That's the rumors. Whether that's true, I have no idea. But just based on those rumors that John Connor is either going to be killed off or sidelined, I just have to say this is probably one of the worst decisions, and there's been a lot of decisions that have been terrible in the Terminator franchise, and we were led to believe by Tim Miller and James Cameron, who kind of made fun of the other movies like Genesis, Salvation, Terminator 3. They made it out that this one was going to get everything right, that they were going to do things right, going to make the characters do justice to the characters again, but it sounds like they're going to absolutely piss all over one of the most important characters in the franchise. I mean, Terminator Genesis screwed up John Connor by making him evil and then killing him. And now it seems that Dark Fate is going to, if you believe the rumors, are going to kill him in this one. And they're going to make, I think it's Danny Ramos' character, the young female character in the new movie. They're going to make her the new John Connor. So it's essentially just killing off John Connor, replacing him with somebody else, and hoping that everybody just forgets about John Connor. I think it's terrible. I think it smacks of people who don't know what they're doing, who don't understand the franchise. And I say that knowing that James Cameron, the guy who made the first two movies, is okaying this, who is producing it. But it goes back, and you go back to the Terminator Genesis video where Cameron backed Genesis. It seems that James Cameron has lost the plot. It seems like he hasn't a clue what he's doing anymore with Terminator, or maybe he just doesn't care. Maybe he's just. I mean, the questions is how much effort and how much time we were putting into this. If he was directing this, would he be making these decisions? Maybe he would still make the same decisions. But it's, people say, well, you haven't seen the movie, why don't you wait to see the movie? I mean, we've seen we've seen 3 Terminator sequels so far. I mean, Genesis was a complete mess. They messed up all the timelines, they messed up characters, they casted Sarah Connor and Kyle Reese in these awful, terrible, Emilia Clarke and Jai Courtney were just terrible in the roles, and weren't anything like the Linda Hamilton and Michael Biehn's characters. And it was just it seemed like we casted from people that just didn't care or didn't really watch the first Terminator movies at all. So again, back to John Connor. I mean, the intention is that they're going to kill him off, and they're going to make the female character an important character, which is great. I thought, fine, okay, that she's going to be another important resistance character that they were going to have to keep alive, which is fine. It isn't fine when they're doing that just to replace John Connor. So they're, again, I'm saying that I don't know if any of this is fact, but it sure looks like it is. When there is no old John Connor listed in the cast, where there's no there's a younger John Connor listed in the cast, but that suggests that they've casted a younger John Connor where they're most likely going to kill, and then they're going to go on and they're going to pretend that he wasn't important, which completely ruins Terminator 1 and 2. Because Terminator 1 and 2 was all about ensuring that John Connor was given birth to, then ensuring that he survived. Terminator 2 is how many years old now? but it's been a long time, and John Connor is a big character. To just kill him off, it's even worse than Genesis. I mean, Genesis made him a villain and then killed him off. But at least they made him a big character before they screwed him over. You know, it wasn't good, but this is even worse. This is like, are they going to kill him in the first 5 minutes and then hope we all forget? You know, it's just terrible. Maybe I'm missing a lot of the plot. Maybe if this is even true, this is all smoke and mirrors, and John Connor isn't actually dead. But I don't buy it. I think that because Edward Furlong isn't really in a position to come back, but you know, they could have recast. People wouldn't have really minded. They've recast him two or three times before. They could have done it again, and it would have been accepted. So this is worse than Star Wars. This is what this franchise looks like it's going to do. It's going to do the whole Star Wars thing where it brings back some of the old characters but kills them off. You got to believe that Arnold isn't going to be in all three of these movies. They're going to kill him off. They said they're going to pass the baton. Nobody wants to see that shit. You know, nobody wanted to see Luke Skywalker get killed. Nobody wanted to see Han Solo get killed. God knows who else they're going to kill in Star Wars. Even if you do like these new characters, people want the characters they like from the franchise. That's the reason people go to Terminator movies, is to see Arnie, is to see Linda. You know, the new characters are fine. You can have them. You know, it's okay. You probably need them to make a whole movie. You need new plot threads and stuff, but to kill off and with John Connor, they possibly are just disposing, and really just to get them to make this trilogy, they're going to just disregard him and write him off at the movies. I think it's terrible. I think if it's true, maybe I'll have egg in my face, and this is a completely wasted rant, and I don't know what I'm talking about. But all the signs suggest that John Connor is either going to be killed off or going to be made a completely minor character. You know, if he's a minor character in the first one and he comes back into maybe the second or third, that's fine with me. I think that'd be cool. But I don't buy it. I don't think it's right. You know, they made a big deal about Arnold coming back and Linda coming back. The fact that there's no word of John Connor's character. We know there's a younger John Connor recasted in the role, but that's not going to be, and that part's not going to be a major part in the movie, or it's not going to be, that character isn't. This movie's however many years forward, so that character is going to be just for flashbacks or for a part in the start of the movie. So there's no older John Connor, so it does seem like they're going to try to get rid of him. I think it's terrible. I think they should get plenty of stick for it. And these guys have been telling us for the past year or two that the other Terminators were bad dreams. Forget about those. They're not anything to do with this. This is the real Terminator 3. I mean, Terminator 3 wasn't a great movie, but Terminator 3 got a lot of stuff right. As much as James Cameron, I think at the time, said that. I forget the term he had for it, but he made a joke, and he made a mockery of Terminator 3. And at the time, fair enough, you would have thought, okay, if James Cameron was in charge of this, he would have made it a lot better. Well, he's a big part in charge of this Terminator Dark Fate, and it's shaping up based on the bad CGI, based on the over-the-top stunts, based on the sort of Fast and Furious airplane CGI action scene. Now with the John Connor thing, it does seem like James Cameron is going to possibly make a worse Terminator 3 than what I believe will end up still being the real Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines. At least Rise of the Machines made John Connor a big character. They may have messed up Sarah Connor, but I think messing up John Connor's worse, because Sarah Connor did what she had to do in Terminator 1 and 2 to keep John Connor alive. So by killing her off wasn't a good thing. I'm not trying to say that killing her off screen was good, but at least her character had kind of went where maybe it needed to go. Okay, maybe people say she could have done more in the franchise. I would agree. but killing her off isn't as big a deal as killing off John Connor, who was the whole point of keeping alive in the first two movies. So I'm annoyed. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe this is all unfounded, and I'm basing this on speculation and rumors. But based on what's been said and based on what I'm seeing and hearing from the trailers and interviews, I think they're going to try and get rid of John Connor, and I think it's terrible. What do you think? Am I wrong? Am I going over the top with it? Let me know in the comments. Thank you.